right. Welcome to the show. Cassie, you were going to do the introduction.
I'm ready. Hello, loves, and welcome to Co-Video Live TV, episode 32. Today we have some of my friends, very important guests today, lined up for you to see, and this will not be a disappointing show, I can promise you.
Yes, but before we get into that, I just want to take a quick look and make sure that we're on. Welcome to our viewers that are here. No comments quite yet, though we did just start. Got a guest in the virtual green room. We don't want to have her waiting for too long. Cass, remember, we're going to be on camera one when it's just two of us. When we bring our guest in, since it's two of us again, we're going to go on to camera two. A little inside. They took a little extra to set up. We haven't had a co-host over here for a little while, and it took a little while to go through everything to get it straight. Our apologies to everybody who was looking for our show yesterday. We were participating in a drive-by birthday party for my niece, your cousin, right, Claire?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lot of fun, and we needed a little bit of a break. But we're back. Episode number 32 is on the air. Anything you want to say? Anyone you want to say hello to?
Hi, Mackenzie, Tammy, and Chandra.
All right. Without any further ado, let's bring in our first guest. Cassie, do you want to introduce our first guest of the night?
Today's first guest is my very important special cousin, Hannah Smolin. Welcome, baby number 2, to the stage.
All right. Let me get the camera
Hi.
2. All right. Looks pretty good. Hello, Hannah. How you doing tonight?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me.
Oh, good. Your coach. You listened to your coach. That was a good one right off the bat. Thanks
Yes.
for having me. She was
I
listening.
know.
I told you guys I was going to let you run the show. So, Cassie, here's your guest. What do you want to know?
Well, first off, I was just going to ask how your life is going with quarantine right now.
My life has been good, a little boring, but I'm glad I'm able to focus on exercise and my schoolwork, with that's having a lot more free time to work on those things.
You want to elaborate on your workout?
Oh, well, I spend my workouts FaceTiming you, and we found a new form of exercise, dance cardio, that we're working on. And we spent an hour class staying active, and I think that's really important.
It is
It's
really
really fun.
important because, we're stuck here all day, so it's kind of fun to do something, take a break in your day and do something fun. And it's more fun, especially when you're FaceTiming someone that you want to do it with, and it makes it a lot more fun. But what about your schoolwork? How's that been?
I think it's been pretty good. A lot of my grades have been boosting, especially in my math class. And I think that's one of the classes that I'm actually learning a lot more in than compared to a traditional school. And I think that's really cool, doing spending time with online videos where we could pause and email questions. And I think that it's benefiting me in that sense.
Time out. I'm going to take a quick time out here to say hello to some people. First one to check in was Tammy Smolin. Can you read those? My old eyes can't read I have to read this screen over here.
Tammy Smolin
Who
is
else?
here.
Who else?
Mackenzie, Aunt Chandra, Grandma Cookie. Hi, Grandma Cookie.
Mm-hmm.
And Aunt Suzanne from
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Hi, girls. Checking in from Nashville. Checking in from all over. Sorry to interrupt, but it's, of course, a tradition. It is also a tradition here. I'm going to pass the thermometer over to Cassie. We do have to do a temporal scan
For
to make
who?
sure, for the safety of our guests, so that we don't pass
Me?
any disease. Yes, you, then me.
Okay, I don't know how to do it. What if it is
Check the number.
100?
No way.
This is a scandal.
No, 99. It is pretty warm. We had to bring in some extra lighting into the studio.
That's a scandal.
Usually my bald head shows up pretty well against the black background, but Cassie's hair was blending in, so we have a little extra bright lighting if anybody's noticing. And they say that bright lighting can help your mood. It's an improvement to your mood.
I know,
Lowers
it's kind of
anxiety.
annoying.
At the same time,
Yeah.
yes, it is. So I interrupted you so rudely. What were you guys talking about? What were you
We're
chatting
talking
about?
about math and Hannah's Algebra 2 grade. Because you're in Algebra 2 honors, and for
Yes.
those on the live stream, that is a hard course, according to Hannah, my one source.
It is. I think it's by far the hardest course I've been enrolled in. And but quarantine has really boosted my grade, and I think I'm understanding a lot more in that class and taking time to FaceTime other classmates and make sure we're understanding the concepts, which I didn't think we would do when quarantine first started, but it's happened. I think it's helping me.
Hey, had you been doing, is this deeper e-learning than you had done before, or were you doing something similar already?
In middle school, we would do one day each quarter, something along these lines. And I think that when we have a full 2 months to do it instead of one day, we could really work on extensive material
Wow.
that we didn't get a chance to work on in one day.
What's been the biggest surprise for you about e-learning, how well or bad it's gone?
I think it's surprising how well it's been going. I think all my teachers have been good and on assigning schoolwork that doesn't take too much time, but you're still understanding the concepts and moving on to take the test and understand it.
While we're on the topic of e-learning, I would like to thank Hannah for being one of my senior editors of my essay on Lord of the Flies, which, by the way,
Oh, yes.
ended up getting a 96%. So if anyone needs
Ooh.
someone to edit their essay, you can throw it her way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mention it in the
yes.
comments or something.
Yeah, I'll
or
drop
in
the
chat.
email and the link below.
I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Highlight of my
Right.
day going through your paper.
Any teachers that either one of you want to say hello to? You never know. This has got worldwide reach. You never know who might be tuning in.
There's no
I will
way.
say hello to, oh, so on my side, I will say hello to Dwight Moser, who is a graduate of Highland High in the region, who is friends with Cassie's, whatever. Mom.
I don't know the relation, but there's some relation to Hannah's Algebra 2 teacher and to, I think, my mom. Don't know how,
Me neither.
but somehow it all, as my mom would say, it's a small world.
Well, why are you so? Why would you be so shocked that one of your teachers would possibly be tuning in? We're out on the World Wide Web. We're out there, all
I don't know
around,
if any of
from
my
all
teachers
corners of the
really
earth.
like me, but it's okay.
Well,
Out of the 10 people watching, I doubt any of them would be watching right now.
those are just subscribers. I'm sure it's way more than that by a factor of whatever.
I mean,
All right, dead air. Hannah, is there anyone you want to say hello to? Any friends of yours, local friends out there? Anything?
I'll give a shout out to, well, first of all, Ava Smolin, who are missing in San Francisco.
baby number
big
one.
Big shout out to Ava. And I also give a shout out to Maddie Hegedus, who I've been sending the link to the show. She's been watching too.
I don't see her in the chat. Make sure she subscribes and hits the like
know.
button, right?
I
Mhm.
will.
Subscribe down below.
Yeah, a little known fact, we're going to tie this all together here. Hannah's mom has been on the show twice already, so it makes 3 for your household. So I think that must be a
Yes.
record of some sort.
75%.
Mm-hmm. Have to get Henry on too. And your dad was on too. Holy cow, family. It's a family affair. All right, cooking around the house. You guys were talking about that. You wanted to
Yeah.
ask her something.
Okay, so before the show, we were talking about Hannah's mom is a very avid cooker. Is that a
yes.
word? Cooker/baker. And my
cooker,
mom has
I think
been
of somebody making crystal meth. or
I know,
something.
that's what I was
cook.
thinking.
She's a cook.
cook and baker. And I've been seeing the pictures that she sends to my mom about her fancy
yeah.
meals. So I would just want to know, like, what have your favorites been?
I think my favorites have been ramen stir fry has been good. The lasagna she made the other night that took 3 hours to make, that was good. But I think the highlight has been the baked goods that she's been making almost on the daily. There is some good lemon pound cake, some good chocolate cake, and today the lineup is some brownies with ice cream.
Oh, that
And those have been really good. She's trying out a lot of recipes. I think next we're trying cinnamon apple rolls.
Are the brownies after your performance here, after the show? So you didn't get anything on your shirt, or is that something you had already?
Well, I did have one already, and I was pretty surprised it didn't get on my shirt, but
Excellent. Thanks for
I did.
thinking of us.
They are good. Yes.
With worldwide reach, we don't want that at all.
No brownie stains.
Cassie, what has been your
Yeah.
favorite dish to cook?
Cooking wise, I haven't done much.
Just
I mean,
plain
like
ramen,
today,
like the one you just put in boiling
today
water.
I had some canned ravioli for lunch, if anyone was wondering. But
Ooh.
my favorite meal that I cooked, I think, was what was it?
I don't even know.
I made pasta with Mackenzie, but that was like a while ago in
Yeah,
the
you made
beginning
some
of
rice?
quarantine.
You sent me
Oh!
pictures of the rice.
I made homemade Chipotle bowls. I mean, I wasn't really well stocked with their stuff. I had to use the quarantined rations, but based on the materials I had, it was pretty okay.
Rations. Hey, Hannah, we were talking earlier about grades and how I thought it was a statewide thing. It sounds like a Lake Central issue where they are not going to give you a grade in the 4th quarter that's any lower than the 3rd quarter. You can't earn a grade lower than the 3rd quarter if you exhibit a minimum amount of effort. But that's not the case in Zionsville, right?
Yeah, no. Cassie was telling me that's what they're doing at Lake Central, but not in Zionsville. I think the only thing they're changing is that finals are normally 20% of your grade, but these are being replaced by projects that are not 20%. It really depends on the teacher. So that's the only thing that's changing down here.
You're taking AP classes, aren't you? Or no? You take an AP exam?
I'm not. No,
Okay, I
I'm
was
not.
going to ask you what your experience with that is. Apparently, a 3-hour exam is now going to be 45 minutes.
And only
Yeah.
FRQs and DBQs, so like the essay questions, they got rid of multiple choice.
Oh, I mean,
Shout-
that could be good or bad.
That's
Shout
kind
out
of
to your
convenient
teacher.
because, like, oh yeah, shout out to Miss Schuyler, probably not watching, but my favorite teacher. But like, cause the multiple choice, like, it's all she always like does half, like she averages the multiple choice in the FRQs when we take our tests, and my FRQs are the only thing that holds up my grade to like an A because
That's
the
good.
multiple choice questions so hard.
Multiple guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, who's checked in? Harry Smolin checked in. Group work. I'm not sure what that means.
Very good.
Group work. Some encouragement from Grandma Cookie. This will definitely be a great show. So good to see Cassie.
Thank you.
Like, I think Grandmas are programmed to say positive and encouraging things. Would you be totally shocked if she came out saying this is going to be horrible? I'm not even watching.
I mean, if she was typing in the comments, I'm pretty sure she would be watching. So
Yeah, all right.
I guess that is kind of shocking
It
if she's
could.
commenting.
Could be LC participation trophy. Says your father checking in, Hannah. Ribbon us here in
Thank
the Lake
you.
Central School
I'll
Corporation.
gladly take my participation trophy
Oh,
for
yes,
the fourth
as you
quarter.
should.
Right. I hope the lighting looks good. On our camera, it doesn't look so great there. Hope no one's getting blinded off the sheen coming off of my head.
The halo,
The halo.
miraculous glow.
Yeah, there were. We put the wide angle lens on. They had some blue little dots jumping around the studio here. You think we were crazy seeing things. Hannah, all right, we're getting close to halfway in the program here. I already asked you if you wanted to say hello to anybody. Is there anything you've been doing besides Dance Fit with Aaron? Can we give a plug for Dance Fit with Aaron?
Dance Fit with Aaron, $20 a
yes.
month subscription. Highly
Yes,
recommend.
and free YouTube lives.
Free YouTube lives every couple
Yes.
of days.
Mhm.
Support
Oh,
small
yes.
businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. What have I been doing? I've been watching a lot of Netflix, catching up on Grey's Anatomy, and I've also been working on my swim workouts. So my coach has been assigning those because we normally have 8 practices a week,
In the
and a
tub?
lot of us. What?
In the tub?
No, there've been more like weight things, and I've been using makeshift. I was showing Cassie my makeshift weights with backpacks. So it's been I've been trying to get creative on how to replace weight in
I saw a
swim
teacher.
sessions.
I saw a teacher from China who was showing the kids swimming strokes while laying on a bed. Doing the,
I could
Honestly,
do
a great
that
idea.
and get my swimming in.
I would think it could be.
Bring out the tech suit.
All right.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll be able to see you in person sometime soon here. You guys were, but we still don't know for sure if you're going to both make it to Camp Tecumseh, right?
I know.
Yeah.
That's just
It's not looking too great, but I hope so in June.
All right, Hannah. Anyone else that you want to say hello to? You forgot to mention when I asked you what you're watching. You're supposed to say, "Well, I've been binge watching Co-Video Live TV."
Oh yes, every night.
And all the back episodes, some of them twice. All right, Hannah, we're going to let you go. Cassie, you got anything you want to say?
Bye, Hannah.
That's it.
Bye, Cassie.
All right, we're going to roll you out. Thanks for being on the show, Hannah.
Yes, thanks for having me again.
Bye. All right, get her out. Get her out. Get her out. All right, there we go. Are we still up? All right. We're going to put up the logo here and get our second guest out of the rescue, our second guest from the virtual green room. Stand by. All right, and just like that, we are back. Switch to camera 2, much better. Cassie, we have our second guest queued up in the virtual green room. Do you want to introduce who that is, Cassie?
Now, this is Mackenzie, and I met her at Lake Central this year, and she's very special. So now you get to meet Mackenzie.
Give a nice welcome to Mackenzie. Oh, it switches back to camera 2. Got to work that out. There we go. We don't want Cassie to be hidden. Hello, Mackenzie. What's going on tonight?
Hi. Not much. Same old as the last 3 months.
It's going to be one of those interviews, Cassie. You're going to
Okay.
have to pull it out of her.
Shaking my head. how is your quarantine life been so far?
It's pretty boring. I'm pretty bored at home. I just learned that they canceled Dyer Fest, so that really sucks.
Which one's that? The one at behind
Dyer,
Dyer.
the one in the haunted middle school.
Behind
Kaler.
Kaler. Right. Really?
It is?
I thought that was in September.
Yeah,
Or is he
I'm really
or is the other
bummed.
one?
Dyer
I
Fest is
know.
like the best one too.
Mackenzie, I need to let you know that when we
Yeah.
bring guests on this show, they can't just drop information unless they've researched it and confirmed it a little bit, because we want to be a reliable
have.
source. Dyer Fest.
Yeah,
All right.
the
Breaking it here.
Summerfest.
You heard it here first on CoVideo Live TV.
Breaking news.
If I had the crawl at the bottom of the screen, we would be able to put that right up there, but we're not quite there yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yes.
What, me?
Your show.
Oh yeah, that's my bad. I'm hosting.
Yeah, dead air.
And what about your e-learning? Because we work on stuff together now.
My learning is pretty boring, and there's a lot to do, but I just have to like pull through because it gets really distracted at my house without having to like sit in a classroom and do the work. So it's kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
Some of our assignments have been a little bit intense,
Yeah.
especially from English
Mm-hmm. I agree.
essays.
What's the biggest distraction around your house that prevents you from doing effective homework, e-work,
My
e-learning?
sister.
Similar here, sibling.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
He's
Hmm. But you're comforted by the fact that you can't get anything lower than you got in the third quarter. I hope you had good grades in the third quarter, because you're kind of stuck with them, aren't you?
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Unless you do better.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I might be doing better in some classes, but most classes it's
Yeah.
not too good.
Maybe I just have to have a little more
Yeah.
faith in the future generation here. I just assumed you'd all slack off and get your participation trophy, as Uncle Harry said.
I'd feel bad if I slacked
I
up.
know.
I feel guilty. Like they just.
Yeah, she feels guilty if she cheats or something.
I do. Like her and I were
My
doing
mom
a
over
test.
here, she's yelling at us to cheat.
That's Mitchell.
That's
earlier.
Mitchell. Oh my God. Mitchell was like, I got a 16 out of 21 on my vocab test. And we were like, yeah, that's fine. He's like, I cheated though. Like,
Hey, you don't know if his
How
teacher's
did he get
watching.
his
if you're
Remember,
gonna
we've got
if you're gonna cheat, put the effort in.
we've got
get a 100.
worldwide reach here. Who
Right,
knows his
right.
teacher isn't watching? Now you documented his malfeasance.
Mm.
Oh Lord, let's keep the focus on our guest here. She took some time out of her busy schedule to come on the show, so ask her
Very
something
busy.
interesting. Get some good info. Get a good story out of her.
What is your favorite Netflix show right now?
Not bad.
I've started watching All American. It's pretty good. I've only gotten like 3 episodes in. I've also been binge watching Below Deck. It's not on Netflix, but it's pretty close.
We
Love
broke
it.
up a little bit.
Very
What's it called?
entertaining.
Zach and Cody, Sweet Life on Deck. I thought that's what she said.
No, Below the Deck?
No, I said Below Deck.
Below Deck. Okay, never heard of it. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit
Neither
about
have I.
that one.
It's like a reality TV show where these millionaires come on this yacht and then it just documents the stewards and deckhands.
Did
No
they
one's
win
named
money?
Zach or Cody, are they? No one is?
No, not yet.
That's disappointing.
Are you kicked? Are you
Yeah,
when you
it
get
is.
kicked off the boat? Do you literally just get thrown out, walk the plank, or what happens?
No, it's just they just like document all the different people that come on and stuff.
I thought it was like a game show, like where you win money, and I was like, why would they pick rich people to do that? Like they don't have enough.
No.
Is there anything redeeming about the work that they're doing? Is it like a vessel? Is it Jacques Cousteau or something saving the whales, or is it just pure?
No, it's just millionaires who are really snobby and sometimes annoying.
Right. Talking about how they're going to scoop up some of the payroll protection plan money. I'm going way over your heads here. All right, Cass, go ahead.
Yeah.
Recovery. Go.
Okay, what do you think? Oh, she's taking the AP test. What about the AP test rules? Did you hear about them?
Yeah, it's kind of like disappointing because you worked so hard to get the AP credit, but now you just have to do the 3 FRQs and yeah, it's not, I don't think, is it as much of like a grade and stuff?
I heard that they were gonna. I got an email today. I have no idea what they mean by this, but they said all college level work will be given 3, 4s, or 5s, and like I don't know what's the definition of college level work.
I
I
got
don't
the
know.
same email. I don't even know what that means. So basically,
Yeah.
stare at your computer and hit the keys like a monkey in a lab, and you're going to get a 3 on it automatically
I wish.
Yeah, I
for
guess.
45 minutes.
And I'm kind of thankful that they made it just FRQs because I was awful at the multiple choice questions. But
Yeah, me too.
the FRQs are gonna be hard.
probably. Did she tell us what they were?
No, you can't. You don't know what they are. You don't get the topic or anything. I
Oh.
don't think. You just
No,
gotta
she
go
told
in.
us to put everything out,
Oh yeah.
right?
Our
Yeah.
giant
Sure.
binders, like this thick with all of our notes and stuff. We can use them.
Yeah.
But like, how am I supposed to go through this? It's like a dictionary.
Well, if your teacher's on, maybe she can mention
Yeah.
something in the comments. I know, like, Central teachers are a big
Drop
part
a
of our
comment
audience.
down below.
That's right. That's right. So you mentioned something about have you been getting out at all and helping with the grocery shopping over there at your house?
Yeah, I have. When my parents come home, they make me Lysol everything, which I'm not opposed to doing. I'd rather do it
I
because they
forgot-
don't do a very good job.
Yeah, I forgot you're
So-
something of a germaphobe there. Your sister had influenza before this even hit, and you moved to Kansas or something, didn't you?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
You went to your grandparents' house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to my grandparents.
That's ridiculous. She was the.
I
She
guess you
could tell
didn't
the
get the
future.
flu.
No, but you could tell the future. Quarantining now.
Yeah.
You were ahead of your
I was
time.
ahead of my
She's in
time.
she's in 2021 while we're all in 2020.
Mm-hmm. So
Mhm.
have you been experiencing any shortages of anything there? This is something we were asking people 6 weeks ago. Is it still holding out way over there in Cherville, Crown Point?
Yeah, my mom likes to buy things in bulk, so we haven't really experienced any issues yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We haven't found toilet paper. I mean, but we have a
Is that what I smell?
we have a plug.
A plug?
We have a plug for our toilet paper.
A connection?
No, plug.
A plug? God, I don't even know what you're talking about. That sounds a little gross. Hey, to ungrossify this conversation, have you been cooking at all over there? You helping with the cooking, Mackenzie?
Yeah, we do the like meal boxes, so I just make those for dinner. They're pretty good.
So if someone
I would
cooks, do they
recommend.
have to, then everyone else has to clean up? Wasn't that someone else's a guest on the show said? That's how they split up the duties?
Yeah.
That's how it should be, but sometimes I'll end up cooking and have to clean.
Yeah.
Same with you.
More often than not, it's me or mom, and you guys disappear back to your
No,
quarantine state.
I help. Mitchell, I don't know about him. He's probably in his room.
We are in the same room that Mitch gets his Fortnite and computer and does his live streaming
Yeah,
from. So he's
Twitch
kind of,
live streamer now.
yeah.
Up to 3 viewers per video.
Really?
If I had his channel or whatever, I'd read it here, but I don't have anything on this paper here. So Mackenzie, anybody that you want to say hello to in the area, friends, other than your one friend Cassie? Is there anyone else?
Not really. I kind of talk to everybody.
She didn't get it.
Through what, Zooms or something? What are you guys using?
No, I can get
SnapMap?
it, and I agree.
InstaSnap?
Yeah, InstaSnap.
Wow.
And yeah.
FaceTiming.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are you going to miss, rather, what are you missing the most? What are you looking forward to the most when this whole quarantine lockdown ends?
Being able to see my family and friends.
Aw.
It sucks.
In person?
I know.
More than
Yeah.
just on a screen? Is there a particular restaurant that you'd want to go to that you haven't been able to?
Texas Roadhouse.
What was the one place?
Because we got their takeout and it was disgusting.
Not as good?
No.
My brother was
It was all
curious how
cold
some
and
people
weird.
are really missing out. I mean, there are probably going to be some incidents at places that have all you can eat. Because you can't do a carry out all you can eat. Would you just keep coming back?
Just get a
I
lot.
don't
Yeah,
think
just-
anybody's extending the all you can eat through the drive up pickup, right?
Oh.
that is the first time that we've had that happen. We had a guest prematurely leave the show. Was that? Did she leave?
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm gonna try and call her back here. Let's see if we can get her. Do this on live TV. All right, Mackenzie. We're getting near the end of
Like
it
when the
anyhow.
power.
Can we hear the music? Yeah, everyone gets to jam to that.
The
Hello.
music is so
All
good.
right, you're not
What
on the
just
screen.
happened?
There's your audio. Let me bring you back in. That was a first for us. Who did that? You or me?
That was weird. I didn't do anything.
All right. Well,
I-
the one time
Maybe I did. I don't know.
we had the power shut off. That was probably our worst.
Yeah,
That-
that's what you keep talking about. I need to go find that.
Yeah, I forget which episode it
It was with Miss D and
Ah,
Mom.
Yeah, right.
and
right.
Ryan, wasn't it?
The good old days. Who's on board? Slight burn on Ron's part. I'm not sure what that means.
Hannah
Yeah,
said
so-
sis said bye.
I don't know, you missed Maddie. Maddie was on. Her friend Mighty who? Oh, I can't
Not
even read this.
Mighty.
The Mighty Maddie?
Maddie
All
Hagedus.
right, we're having too much fun in the studio here. All right, so let us know in the comments if you prefer Cassie to return as a host.
I'm pretty good. I mean, not like I'm biased or anything, but like,
I guess. How would you
agree.
rate? What would you put her at on a scale of 1 to 10, Mackenzie?
She was a pretty good host. I'd say like a 9.5 out of 10.
I had to carry this interview on my shoulders.
Come
You
on.
did.
You're
On
like
my
you're like the
shoulders.
Russian judge in the Olympics, judging the Russian figure skaters. Come on, keep it realistic. No more than
What would
8.
you give her?
Maybe a 7.5, 8.
I think I'm better than you. Replacement, me.
All right. You
I
guys
bring
can-
in some
Start a
interesting
spin-off.
guests too, not gonna lie.
I'm gonna throw a
Okay.
5 just to toughen you guys up after this easy Lake Central
gotta humble
grading
me?
that you're putting. Not supposed to be crossing our legs here. Whoa! Almost unplugged the whole place.
They're
All right,
That would be
Mackenzie.
the worst of the power outage.
Somebody who would a recommendation be for Cassie to bring on as a guest? Who would you like to see her interviewing in the future?
Like a famous person?
No, anybody. Pick someone up. Someone we can try and get a hold
Aaron from Dance Fit.
That's a dream. My hero.
of. Have you been extended access to any of that illegally through some password or something? Have you seen what
No,
they do?
I've only done it. I've done it though.
When she
I
was over
the
that
last
one
time
Ah,
when we did the formal dinner.
gotcha.
She thought it was hard.
Yeah, it was for you until you kind of got into the swing of it.
Yeah,
was hard.
I took a 4-day break. Like I think I did on Saturday, and the first day I did it was today. And not gonna lie, kind of difficult, but I got back in it.
Mammy Tammy. Who said Mammy?
Grandma Cookie says definitely bring her back. So good to hear from the young ones. Thank you, my queen.
What does that mean? You ready to get
Biggest
mad?
supporter.
I'm 51 years old. They're writing me off already.
Yeah, you are kind of old. You're in the high risk group for coronavirus. I consider that.
Speaking of
old.
age, if this goes on any longer, for those listening in Illinois, they're extended their stay-at-home orders until what, May 30th?
Hannah said I should bring on Ava.
Why?
I mean, Chandra did.
And Indiana usually does what Illinois does. It
Because
seems.
people are protesting.
No, they extended it till May 30th.
I know,
Yeah,
but
that's
that's
true.
because it's not happening in Illinois. I mean, it probably is.
All right, Mackenzie. Anybody you want to say hello to besides who'd you say hi to? Cassie, your one other friend.
My one other friend. Good one.
All right, come on. When I say that, we didn't have time. I know we're in a real big hurry. You always have to mention your parents or your spouse.
Oh.
So definitely.
Yeah, do you have a husband?
Hello, Mama Nikki.
There you go.
She's watching.
Where?
No,
Hi-
I don't think so. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Hi, Mama Nikki.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you for the blizzard.
We enjoyed having you on the show, Mackenzie. Yeah, we're right about 8:30. Couldn't come soon enough.
That was rude.
Well, I'm just kidding. Thanks for joining us. Cassie, you want to take her out of the show?
How do I do it?
Just say thanks for being on and we'll see.
Thank you for coming, Mackenzie. And now
You're
you can
welcome.
actually leave without being hung up on.
Yeah, let's do this the
Okay.
right way. Bye now.
Bye.
There she goes. Video and audio out. All right, can we switch back to camera 1?
Hannah says, bring baby number 1.
All right, that's a
Let's
good
start a revolution.
Good.
Baby takeover.
camera 2. All right, everybody. Cassie, you want to start saying goodbye? This is point in the program where we start saying goodbye to people. Go ahead.
Well, thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope that you think I should come back sometime because I thought I did pretty good. So,
Right.
adios, amigos.
It's also the point in the program where our guest is still staring at us down here, though no one can see or talk to her. We can wave at her, though. Oh, wait, we're waving up there. All right, thanks for joining us. Sorry about the confusion about it. That's exact air date for episode 32. We will be back tomorrow, Friday, for
Woo,
episode number
Friday.
33, the double threes. We will see you then.
Bye.
Bye.